If starting your website re-platform or redesign is on your to-do list for 2024 and you just can't get started, don't hesitate. This is not one you can sleep on in 2024. Make sure you chat with the team at Convert Digital. They are a leading Shopify Plus partner with teams in Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Convert Digital have developed amazing sites for great e-commerce brands such as Camilla and Mark, Naked Harvest, Gander, Cocoa Black, 2XU, Superdry, and more. Don't take my word for it. Head on over to convertdigital.com.au to view their work or reach out directly to the team on hello@convertdigital.com.au.
Welcome to The Checkout. We catch up with previous Add to Cart guests and ask them 5 quick questions to get to know them better and leave you with a little extra inspiration to get through your Friday. Here's your host, Bushy.
Today's checkout features Bianca Romano Smith, Ecommerce and Digital Manager at VRG GRL. Starting life as a retail store in the Brisbane Arcade almost 17 years ago, VRG GRL has grown alongside its sibling founders and is now expanding all over the world. After moving online, VRG GRL has more recently shifted from a multi-brand online retail model to a dedicated in-house label. Bianca joined the VRG GRL team earlier this year and comes from a digital marketing and fashion background with previous roles at Universal Store and Black Milk. Bianca, thank you so much for joining us on the checkout. We had a great conversation in our main episode around all things digital and e-commerce, your time at VRG GRL and all the amazing brands you've been at before that. We're here to learn a little bit more about you. So I've got 5 quick questions. Number 1, what's the weirdest thing that you've ever bought online?
This is a really, really tricky one. I think I have to say I've recently dabbled in a little Temu, and that was an interesting experience. So I just wanted to see what the hype was about, see what the quality was like, hoping I hated it. I was actually quite impressed. That led me down a rabbit hole of existential crisis, what's going to happen to the industry, what's going to happen to retail. But yeah, I think that was probably my weirdest thing is I'm not going to say what I got, but some weird Temu orders.
But good on you, because that is my pet peeve at the moment is people who rag on, in the industry, who rag on Temu, Shein, even Amazon to a certain extent. And then when you say, have you had the experience yet? They go, no, I would never shop that. I'm like, well, you kind of got to know what it is and what you're up against.
And look, I was very pleasantly surprised, almost too pleasantly surprised, because that did concern me. But I also think there's a time and a place, and the world just innovates. So we have to kind of just get on board with it, right?
What was the most surprising thing about it that you weren't expecting?
The quality of the product.
Of the product?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the speed of the shipping.
Okay.
I thought it'd be like 16 weeks coming on a ship, but it got to me really quickly. And the quality, I really thought it was going to be, knockoff, doesn't look anything like the images, but everything was really impressive. So it is scary, but I think it's just one of those things which is why brand is so important.
Yeah, you've got to level up.
Yeah.
Number 2, which retailer has most inspired you recently?
This would have to be Emco Beauty. So this is a drugstore beauty brand. For anyone that doesn't know, they're in Woolworths. And I'm just so impressed that they've been able to dominate in a supermarket way. No, there has been no innovator in this space since I've been alive, I feel. They're also just killing it. They've just gone to the US. Their influencer strategy is incredible, and I'm just loving watching what they're doing.
That's cool. Secret between you and I and our listeners is that I've been getting so many press releases from them about all their new
They're going
releases.
hard, yeah.
Yeah, they're going real hard, but it's awesome to hear from people like yourself that you actually rate them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. All right, number 3, name a piece of tech that you or your e-commerce business couldn't live without.
I hate to say this one, but I have to tell the truth. It's going to be Meta, because without that, I don't think any e-com business would probably be where they are today.
Yeah.
Damn Meta.
I still have to give you money. Have there been any surprising ones recently that you've like, oh, that's cool. That's like I wasn't expecting that?
In terms of tech, I think would probably be, this is a cliche answer, but definitely like ChatGPT and AI, and how quickly it does learn and how much it can drive efficiencies within a business. That's just going to keep growing. So I think everyone should be jumping on it. I was probably a little late to it, moving roles. I think I had to, come in and then be like, all right, here's how we can use AI. But if you're not leveraging it, you're probably just wasting a bit of time.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And sometimes it's like catching yourself mid-task and go, why am I doing this?
Could ChatGPT do this for me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And I will say that if you are listening to this and are intrigued by your answer around Meta, in our main conversation, we have a big chat around Meta and what you've been finding and how you've been using it, but also your experience with TikTok. So I know you're very much down TikTok route, and it's been great to hear the different experiences between the two. Number 4, can you recommend a book or a podcast that our listeners should immediately get into?
Look, it's not necessarily e-commerce, but I would say Dare to Lead by Brene Brown. It's one that I read way before I was a leader as a young marketer, and I think it was valuable then and it's valuable now. It's one that I continue to reread. Brene Brown's awesome, so definitely jump on that one.
Brilliant tip. She's amazing. All right, and number 5, what is your biggest challenge today?
Honestly, this is a hard one. There's so many challenges, but I think it's probably keeping up with the pace of change in our industry is very challenging. AI, TikTok search, TikTok shop, there's just always something new. And I think it's challenging, but we just need to try not get overwhelmed by it and make sure you don't have to do everything at once. So as much as I said, jump on AI, if you don't have the capacity, maybe don't.
You feel pressure of that as a leader because you're across both digital and e-commerce, or do you have an expectation on your team that they're also learning and bringing those learnings across the team?
Yeah, I think like I said in the chat, that willingness to learn is paramount. So that should be that you are learning about, if you're passionate about what you do, you should be reading, listening, understanding what's happening in the industry. So I do try and get my team to bring that to the team as well, but there's definitely pressure as a leader to try and stay on top of everything. But I have to lead by example as well. So if I'm not continually learning and growing, then I can't expect my team to. Yeah, but it can get overwhelming. I think we just got to keep doing what we're doing, keep pushing through.
No, absolutely. We had a great, at the Sydney Add to Cart Social, it was on AI, and Andrew from Croct gave a great piece of advice. He was like, find the people who are really passionate about a certain thing, right? So if you've got someone who out of work is a video creator, if you've got someone who is diving deep in the AI rabbit hole, give them your credit card and go find the improvements that we can make across the business using AI, because I know you're already passionate about it.
That's cool. Yeah, I really like that tip.
Yeah. So it's not all on you as a leader. It's like, how do you harness that curiosity and learning across the business?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Love it. Bianca, thank you for joining us on the checkout.
Thank you so much, Nathan. My pleasure.
To hear more from Bianca, jump back into episode 417, where Bianca shares her practical TikTok tips, how her team are using Meta with a particular focus on Advantage Plus, and gives her take on abandoned carts and how to deal with them. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep adding to cart.